You're adjusted and everything?
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Spilling the Disney Tea. We've got Kelley and Taylor, of course, and our guest tonight is For Love of the Mouse, which is Crystal and Bryson. Hi. And we're going to let them start off with talking about themselves a little bit. So toot your horn.
Toot away.
Thanks for having us. Really excited to be here.
Thanks for coming on.
We are really excited to start talking about Disney again. It's kind of not been, I mean, we run our blog every day and we put out the news that way, but we haven't really.
We haven't done anything on YouTube because Disney wasn't fun for me.
No, it wasn't fun for a while for us. So we just kind of took a break and quarantined.
Yeah.
But now that Disney's opening, we're super excited to get back into it. We actually launched our Etsy shop today. So we launched our ears. They're unique ears for the unique Disney lover. Actually, these are from my shop. So
I love those. I was going to say they're so pretty and sparkly.
Thank you. I had to make a pair of these for myself because they're super sparkly. But if you want to check out our Etsy shop, we are running a code this weekend for $5 off. And the discount code is 5, the number 5, off the mouse. And if you use that, you'll get $5 off your purchase. So, yeah, we're really excited. Hoping to get back to Disney soon.
I'm just the ear model.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh.
He works for free.
Yep. And cheap labor.
Do you wear them around or you just...
No, not at all.
He totally wears them around the neighborhood. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mow the lawn in the arm.
We had solicitors come to our door the other day, and I was literally backstage about to get on the stream, and I answered the door, and then they just keep talking. And I'm like, I'm busy. And then they just kept talking. And I'm like, somebody come talk to these people before I throw something at them. Because we have a sign that says no soliciting, but that doesn't work.
Nobody listens.
No.
You know, I mean, can I just say I'm surprised that's still a thing, that people come to your door and try and sell you things? It seems a little
like a good 6 weeks off.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I opened the door one day and there was this guy standing 6 feet away wearing a mask.
I'm not allowed to talk to them.
Yeah. Crystal will buy whatever
I'll buy whatever you're selling, and I'll definitely pay you more than you're asking.
These people were
especially
like right
if
up
it's little
on my
kids
porch.
selling cookies or candy or something like that. You just feel like I need to buy this.
I should have.
No, we could be like new windows.
Oh yeah, like
home.
someone came by the other day and I was watering our flowers, and he was like, looks like you guys could use some paint. And I was like, sure. What's your name? I'm like, and he was like, you're scary.
Yeah.
I should have fake coughed when they were up here because they were literally right at my front door, and I should have been like, excuse me, what?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm recovering.
Sorry, I have a fever.
Okay, so tonight we are doing a Hollywood Studios, what we like and dislike and what we would change. And before we get started, if anyone has any news they want to talk about, they can. And I'll start off with a little bit of news. If anyone has made reservations for, oh my goodness, we were just talking about this ear person and I just got an email from them. That's funny. We were talking, if anyone has made reservations, everyone got an email from Disney, whether you made your reservations for this summer, the fall, or 2021, because my reservations are for 2021, and I still got an email, and I'm just going to read through it real quick. It says, as we plan to reopen, it's just talking about reopening, and the things that they're going to change, they're saying they're canceling fast pass selections, extra magic hours, any kind of restaurant reservations you've had, and just that they'll contact us, that there's nothing that we have to do. They'll contact us. And I even got this email. My reservations aren't until February. I'm sure everything will probably be back to normal by then. And they're just kind of sending out an email to everybody that has reservations. So that's all I have. Does anyone else have any news?
Taylor,
waiting for you.
We're waiting for you.
well, I mean, Disney Springs, Disney stores open this week, but not all the Disney stores. Mm-hmm. But we're moving in the right direction, honestly. So it's good. Just, if you're going to go, please have a mask. please social distance, wash your hands, all those good things, so that, we can keep moving forward and opening the parks and resorts. Yay!
I did notice that when they did the first day of opening of Disney Springs, it was a madhouse, like crazy madhouse. But the very next day, it was almost empty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That's because every vlogger in America was there.
City Walk was
Nothing but vloggers.
everybody went to City Walk, and then the next day there was like 4 people walking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So
a lot of it I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that those are tourist destinations. Like locals aren't going to go and pay an upcharge for that stuff when you can go down the street and get it much cheaper.
Yeah.
But everyone wants a little piece of Disney back. So if you are able to drive there, of course, everyone wanted to be there.
If we lived there, I totally would just drive the Disney property and drive around like probably every day.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
try to run on Disney property until they like caught me and kicked me out.
Well, I think you could drive on the roads. You're just not really supposed to go up to the resorts.
Right.
Yeah, because
Totally. I would just drive under the sign continuously.
I've seen a ton of people like sitting under the Welcome to Walt Disney World sign and like taking photos, and I want to do that. Like
Yeah.
I have so much FOMO because I'm like, I want to sit in the middle of the road and make Bryson take a picture of me. 100%.
Fly down there right now just to do that.
Yeah, it's cheap
We
airline.
could
Right now.
probably do it. I don't know what does Disneyland have entering into the area where there's a big sign you drive under or
No,
anything?
it is the opposite.
Yeah.
Literally, I was taken back when we went there in the fall. I mean, you're just driving down interstate, and all of a sudden, Crystal was like, "There's Galaxy's Edge."
Yeah, it's just right off the interstate
Right
there.
off the interstate, and you get off.
it is truly the most magical place on earth, because you walk into the park. You can go from park to park walking. You can walk to Disney Springs.
Yeah.
They do have a fantastic sign, but it is not the spread out.
Yeah,
You
for sure.
you can't just go
It's a
park to park
different
or
kind of
anything like
park
that
at
Yeah.
Disneyland, for sure.
at Disney World.
Yeah,
But no, there isn't a sign. But I know Taylor and I have made many a road trip to Disneyland, and it is pretty darn exciting when you can see the Matterhorn from the freeway.
It is funny though. You go from like Sketchville, and then it's like, oh, there's Disneyland,
Yeah.
some hotels, and then it's
That's exactly
Sketchville
how I
again.
Yeah,
I might have even used the term Sketchville.
Sketchville. Yes, it is. It is pretty sketchy.
The right place to
Sketchy.
go.
Yeah, like I'm not walking around there by myself. It's hotel and Disney, and that's
It would be like walking around Kissimmee. What you wouldn't want to do,
Maybe worse.
I'm not gonna say anything.
That just reminds us of an Uber ride.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
He was like
In Florida.
living his development, and no.
I think we were staying off property.
Yeah, we were at the
And-
Wyndham.
Yeah, we were staying at the Wyndham, and so we were taking, I think this was pre-minivan.
Yeah.
And we were taking,
This is the last Uber we took.
yeah, we've not taken an Uber since. in Disney World, if that tells you anything. But we're like in the car, and he's like, yeah, you guys come down here a lot, and we're like, yep.
Yep, we do.
We do. And Bryson's like, yeah, like we're, maybe someday thinking about moving down here. And he was like, yeah, you want to be in Kissimmee. He's like, that's where all the action's at. That's where that's the best place to be. He's like, that's where you want to be. I live there. And we're just like,
As he's like running red lights.
running red
and,
lights. Like, we had some interesting like
Conversation topics were
accessories.
very
Like we were
interesting.
just like, that's where we want to be.
Yeah.
I worked for an unemployment claims company several years ago, and one of my clients was Miller's Ale House, and their location in Kissimmee was always firing people constantly. I probably shouldn't have said that, but oh well.
I took an Uber in Disney World to go from Disney Springs to where my mom works at DVC, and the guy canceled the lift. He said in the middle of the freeway he canceled the ride, and then was like, oh, I'll just do it on maps. I was scared out of my mind. I have never had more fear in my entire life. And then I pulled up the directions myself, and yeah, he was not following the directions, and it took forever. Eventually I did get back, but I honestly thought I was going to be kidnapped.
That is straight off investigation discovery. I would have tuck and rolled.
Yeah.
100% would have tuck and rolled.
Red light, run.
Yeah.
It was in the middle of the freeway, going the opposite direction of where I needed to go.
This is why we pay extra for minivans, guys.
Yeah.
I've never ridden Uber or any of those. I have them downloaded on my phone, but I've never ridden any of them. I don't know that I would want to after all the stories. And
I have some more, but those are for another time. Like
I used to travel a lot for work. Like every couple weeks I was like in a different state and I traveled by myself and I used to only take Ubers and I was like, I mean, at one time I had to take like a 3-hour Uber to meet a client for a meeting, and I was like, gotta do it. It was like midnight. That sounds bad.
Yeah.
It was midnight on the way back to the hotel.
Well, if it was a 3-hour ride, I could imagine. Yeah.
Well, it was like in the middle of nowhere was their office, so it took me forever to get back, and I was just like, but everything's fine. I'm here.
You're not on a milk jug.
My work used to let us. We used to rent cars, and now they enforce taking Ubers. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to next time I travel. I'd rather just rent the car, especially since the next time I travel, it'll probably be by myself.
I do not suggest the Ubers.
I'll put it this way: in Orlando area, they're kind of crazy. Everywhere else I've taken them, fine. So.
Yeah, I took one here where I live in Phoenix, and he was asking the value of the home, what we have inside, how recently we moved here, and some other just how many people lived there, what time they worked.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, we have 10 people that live here.
I was like, we
us
just
work
moved
day
in.
shifts,
We
some of
have
us
no
work
possessions. I live with 5 of my brothers who are all unemployed. I was just like making stuff up, like, please do not rob us.
I'll see. Travis said he forgot a backpack in the Uber coming back from Pop Century from 52. He got back, but the driver charged me a fee to bring my backpack back. That's funny.
At least you got it back.
For 100%, Trav.
So I was in downtown Nashville because that's the area I'm from. I was going to a concert, and right when I was a little bit off the street, and then a big traveling bus came by, and there was an Uber parked in like the Uber section, but the door was open, and the bus took the Uber door straight off. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Luckily, no one was like standing right there; they would have been hit.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
That's the only experience I have with Uber, and it was watching it.
That is terrible.
Excuse me. The minivans, are they like 20 or 25 or something like that? Or are they a flat rate?
They're 35.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a flat rate. So even if you're like going from Magic Kingdom to, no one's going to do this because that's stupid, but Magic Kingdom to Contemporary, it'd still be 35.
They'd probably charge you more if you did that.
There's like a certain flat rate, and then they charge X amount per mile.
Okay.
So like we've had some that were like 28 and some that were like almost 40.
Yeah.
So it's
But
like the short ones.
he's very impatient.
Yeah.
When we're like in Disney, I'm like, let's wait for the bus. And he's like, we don't know how long that's going to take. Let's just get a minivan.
No, what I do is because they probably hate me for this, but they don't charge you a cancellation fee because it's Disney, right? They're awesome. So
they will now.
So when you go, to the bus stop, I'll order a minivan, and whatever gets there sooner, we take.
Okay. Well, isn't the pickup for the minivan in a different location than the
most of the minivans are at the bus stops.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Like Magic Kingdoms is right. Magic Kingdoms is the best.
Yeah.
And then Animal Kingdom keeps moving.
Yeah. Hollywood Studios, they don't have one yet, but they just pick you up right in front.
Yeah. Oh, that one's good too because you get your own entrance.
Right at security.
Mm-hmm. And it's really great if you're trying to get that reservation for a certain ride early in the morning.
What are you doing? This is my kid popping into the live stream. Now she's over here.
Aww.
She turns 8 on Sunday.
Happy birthday.
They said happy birthday.
Thank you.
Aw, the cuteness.
By the way, we can't type because we'll mess with the camera, but I want to say hi to everyone that said hi to us over here in the chat. So hi.
I don't know my glasses on, so I can't see you, but I'm saying
Crystal,
hi.
literally, you could do a lot of
say
things
whatever
right now, and she
about
wouldn't
me,
know.
and I would have no idea.
Fine as a bat.
I can pop stuff up on the screen.
It still wouldn't.
I still.
Oh, it wouldn't. Okay.
I can't even really
literally
see.
legally blind.
I can't really see you guys.
Okay. I don't need to be seen. I went bike riding.
People always laugh though, because they're like when they see us in the parks, and I always have my glasses on, and they're like, "I didn't know you wore glasses." I'm like, if I want to see.
I have contacts and I never wear them. I have glasses and I never wear them, but I don't really need them that much. Just to read things that are far away. So if I'm sitting in a conference room and in the back, I would need them. If I'm sitting in the front, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Man. Someday
That would be nice.
and I'll be able to see everything.
Okay, so if that's all the news, we'll go ahead and start on our Hollywood studios. And let's start outside of Hollywood studios since we have the Skyliner and the new bus station. So what does everyone think about how the new bus setup is and the Skyliner?
I love personally that Skyliner station. I think it is so convenient and there's never a line. And it's so simple. Like you just walk off and you're right there at Hollywood Studios. You walk right out of Hollywood Studios and you can hop right on the Skyliner.
Yeah, there's no issue there at all. The bus station, I mean, it's 5,000 times better than what it was when they had the tents. So
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Or just the umbrellas. Taylor and I got caught in a torrential rainstorm. Remember, Taylor? And we're all of us people were not social distancing and huddled under some crazy umbrella, which then ended up dumping the water all over Taylor in a wheelchair. So
Yeah, and it was awful.
So yes, it's much better. And I'm over the moon in love with the Skyliner. Yeah. I was somewhat obsessed with it before we actually got to ride it and they just started running them.
Yeah.
But the actual ease of it, like you said, there's usually not a line. And it gets you there so quickly and you're not crammed on a bus. It's just, I love it. I hope they do them eventually property wide because they're amazing.
Animal Kingdom, Disney Springs.
If they go to
everywhere.
Yeah.
I love it.
If they go to Animal Kingdom, he will for sure stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge more often.
Bryson, I think that's two things we have in common because I'm terrified of clowns. Terrified. Like I will never stay at the boardwalk because of it.
That's a great thing to be scared of.
I know, and I'm scared of heights too. So when I heard about the Skyliner, I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know about that. And I was like, how's that going to be efficient? It seems like it would slow down because all the ones I've ever been on before that were for
slow,
like ski lifts, and they take forever, and you have to load, you have to stop it. This is so smooth in transition.
I saw views that like I've never seen of Disney World. That's what like I think gets me over my fear of heights is that I have stuff I've never seen before, and I'm a big details person, so.
It's a little freaky at night.
Yeah, we did it at night, and it was during the fireworks at Epcot, and we watched the fireworks while we were on the Skyliner. That was an interesting experience. It was nice because you got to see them without the crowds. Not that the fireworks at Epcot are overly crowded because they're usually not. Spot.
Oh yeah, they need to play the music when the fireworks are going off.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, they weren't playing the music at all. I mean,
I hope they add more like fun facts. I really like the ones like talking about the size of the property and all kinds of stuff. I think it's really interesting.
The worst part is when you're going to or from Hollywood Studios and you go over that grass part that has the waterway and it's nighttime. It's pitch black and you have no idea what's underneath.
It's so true.
Just puddle of gators waiting for you. Who knows?
It is a big old puddle of gators.
Yeah, puddle.
What's a gaggle?
You know, I am really afraid of heights too. I don't like to stand on a chair. I mean, I am freaked out by heights. But the Skyliner doesn't bother me for some reason. It just, it doesn't bother me. And I agree. At night, it's a little creepy because it's so dark. But I do think the music of the fireworks, because I've ridden it twice now during the fireworks, and it's so cool. It's like a sky view of the fireworks. But they should play the music.
Yeah,
that'd
be so awesome.
When it comes to the bus station, I went during the time of the like little umbrella too. And for some reason, I don't know if it was just that day, but we had to wait 45 minutes for a bus. And I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I feel like the buses are not as efficient.
They take forever.
And I guess there's fewer buses coming to Hollywood Studios now that the Skyliner's open. So I don't know, 45 minutes and nothing but an umbrella in the freaking heat. It was so hot. It's ridiculous. But now it's better, much better.
Yeah.
Now there's more than just an umbrella out there.
I'll go to the extent of like, if I want to go to Magic Kingdom, I'll just get on the Skyliner and go to Epcot. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that.
and then I'll get on the monorail because
Okay.
I feel like
A really long time though.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yes.
You're also at Flower and Garden Festival, so
Right.
I
Right.
might have stopped off at some stuff.
Right.
Lemonade.
All right. When walking into, and it's probably the most unpopular opinion, when walking in to Hollywood Studios, the one thing I do miss are the mops and brooms that they
I
have.
was going to say that. That's what
I miss that so much.
And they had them at so they were at Flower and Garden for the 2 weeks that there was Flower and Garden. But they had them at Flower and Garden Festival this year over by, what was it, the Land?
Yeah.
On the
land
on your by those bathrooms that are like in between Figment.
The Imagination Pavilion and the Land
Mhm.
Pavilion.
But they need to put them back at Hollywood Studios. That's where they belong.
Yeah, I liked them there. But walking into Hollywood Studios, I feel like everything right up front looks very, very dated.
Yeah.
You know, I sort of dig the 1920s Art Deco kind of look to it. You know, I
it
do
reminds
love
me of
that.
California Adventure.
It,
Like walking into
it-
California Adventure.
It reminds me of California Adventure, which I love. Actually, our Disney Vacation Club building looks just like that too.
Oh, really?
Yes,
That looks really
absolutely. It's got that whole, Hollywood Studios look to it. The whole 1920s. It's awesome.
I mean, I think if they were to remove the pieces that look dated, like it would be a missing piece, but I still feel like it's dated and kind of needs some sort of update. But I don't know. I feel like it would be.
I feel like that's like the whole theming though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like Hollywood when Walt arrived
Mhm.
in the 20s.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah, I can't
So,
really.
I mean,
see
I sort of dig
other than,
it
like,
because it
fresh
kind of,
paint.
is, I mean, from what I remember of the 20s,
From when you were around.
100 years ago, but it does, I don't know. I sort of dig it, but it may be just because I love California Adventure so much that it kind of makes me feel like that groove. But
because when he used to have to drag me to Hollywood Studios. Like literally he would have to bribe me to go to Hollywood Studios. And this was before Toy Story Land. And I just had it was my least favorite park. I just didn't want to go.
Same.
And I'm still like, when we walk in, I'm like, I can go straight past unless we're stopping at Starbucks, which almost every time we do. I can go straight past absolutely everything to either go to Galaxy's Edge or Toy Story Land. Like it just doesn't do anything for me. But I understand why it's there. I understand what it represents. I understand that some people absolutely love it and that's their favorite part of the park. It's just not my jam.
Same with Kelley though. Like the Hollywood Boulevard part, that's like as cool as Main Street to me. Like
me too. I dig it. I dig it a lot. But we were Disneylanders, and in 2018 we came to Disney World. I hadn't been since I was like 7 years old to Disney World, and I think did everything in Hollywood Studios, and it was like noon.
11. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like
halfway park for me.
what? So I'm with you. Toy Story Land is
it was like
awesome.
it was the park of shows.
Yeah, which I love the Beauty and the Beast show. Personally,
I don't think I haven't seen it. I don't know if Taylor has. I think now that we're Florida, Taylor spends about half our time in Florida, and I spend all my time. I think I will take time to do shows, but my mantra has always been, ain't nobody got time for a show. Ain't nobody got, because, you're riding rides, you're shopping, you're eating, you're doing that stuff. So, but now that we're slowing down, we are watching more shows. So Beauty and the Beast is on our list for sure.
Kind of talking that area, I have to say, Hollywood Studios, that area when you walk in, Christmas time, extremely underrated.
I love that.
Amen. I agree. It is awesome. Totally awesome.
Christmas time for sure.
Yeah, I do love the Christmas decor.
For me, show.
I love that they have that pin store over on the right. I think it's, I don't know, backstage something. And I love that store. It looks like it's Camera Store. Maybe it was at some time.
Yeah, it's
but they have limited edition pins. That's like a go-to to go buy pins because usually they're not sold out. So I like to go in there and I don't know. I just dig the feel of it. I think it's pretty cool. But Toy Story Land is just everything. I mean, that's a game changer for me completely.
I like Toy Story Land and I like walking through Galaxy's Edge. I haven't been there since the bigger ride opened, but the one that was there that opened when the land opened, I did not like the ride. But
now, what was your role? What was your role?
I don't remember.
Were you in the very back?
I was in the front. Me and my daughter were the pilot. So I love the Smuggler's Run ride. But I've only been pilot once, and I'll never do it again because that whole up is down, down is up, and the quality of the ride is so dependent on the pilot. So please, if you don't understand up is down, down is up, be a gunner or an engineer because I literally was so bad. And I've told this before, but I was so bad.
I'm first to admit I was horrible.
And there was this nice family from Ohio behind me, not happy. And I felt so bad. At the end of the ride, the cast members were dogging us so bad because we actually owed money at the end. I didn't even know that was possible.
It wasn't that bad, but I
felt sick.
Yeah, I closed my eyes through most of it because I got sick, and I was like, either you crash this thing or I'm throwing up everywhere. So.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy!
Star Wars fanboy, like taking everything in. She's like running out of the cave. I'm like, what's wrong? Did you?
I'm with you. Like, oh my gosh, when you get to pull that lever to put it into hyperspace light speed, are you flipping kidding me? What?
I thought that was cool.
It was the part where she had to like actually fly the thing that made her sick.
Yeah, so I'm fine. Like,
really?
I'm gunner. And then
she'll do the other one.
I just look at the buttons and push the buttons. And
I gunner is my go-to and Taylor's too. We like to just hold that button.
Because you don't have to, you can just hold it and it'll just go.
That's true. What Trav said. He said the best run he ever had was on Smuggler's Run with us and Bob and Ashley. And that is
that sounds awesome.
I think I got pilot and I gave it up if that's because I was like, who wants it?
Exactly. I'm with you. One time was enough for me. I literally walked that, begging forgiveness from this nice family from Ohio. It was going to be their like once every 3-year trip, and walked them to the cast member at the front and said, can they please just get back on because I ruined their vacation. so they let them go.
He'll just do, and then I walk around and I just get PhotoPass pictures. That's why I want to go anyway. So
I like the PhotoPass.
It's all about the pictures, right, Taylor?
Yeah. I think it's cool, but I'm not really a big Star Wars person, and I don't really care for Galaxy's Edge. So for me, it doesn't really make a difference. But I like Toy Story Land.
I feel like it costs too much. We were in there, and my son picked up like a small little stuffed animal. I looked at it, it was like $30. Are you kidding me?
I wanted to get one for our dog.
I wanted to get a postcard, and I had to buy a pack of like 5 of them, and it was going to be like $30. I was like, I just want one postcard, and I want a postcard that says Galaxy's Edge. I don't want one that says Batu. I want one so that I can send it to someone saying, "Oh, I went to Galaxy's Edge," and I don't want to spend $30 on it.
Yeah.
I feel like they would make more money. If they just sold them individually, because I'm not gonna buy $30 worth of postcards.
Go ahead, babe.
So no, I get it. I mean,
it's Batu when you're in the park because you're on the planet Batu.
Yeah, but
so you're not gonna find the postcard on the planet.
You'll find it outside the planet by Star Tours.
No, well, they don't have that either, which is infuriating.
I do love that they themed it just like you're in a village, on a different planet. So there's not like Mickey ears, and there's not, anything that says Walt Disney World. And so I sort of I think it's the best of Disney storytelling, to tell you the truth. You're immersed in it, and it's real.
Yeah, we've like we need to back up.
Way to the left. We need to back up.
We did, didn't we? We just skipped straight to Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, we skipped a lot.
Back to Starbucks.
We didn't even make it to Starbucks.
Oh, okay. Go back up onto Main Street or Hollywood Boulevard.
That Starbucks is Trolley Car Cafe. Is my either top or second favorite Starbucks. It is my favorite Starbucks on Disney property.
It's more spacious than any of the others I've gone to. Mm-hmm. And the lines seem more controlled.
Yeah. And I don't know.
And efficient.
And I don't know what it is because I mean, every time we walk into a park, we get Starbucks. So like, we're kind of Disney Starbucks experts. But
it's really hard.
It's super hard. But Magic Kingdom, there can be 5 people, which I don't know the last time there were only 5 people in line, but
yeah, I was like
30 minutes.
Tell me the time.
And if you go to Trolley Car, there can be 300 people, not 300, but it will take you they're just so much faster.
Well, like we were waiting for
Rise of the Resistance
to get, our boarding pass, and I was super nervous that, it wasn't going to work. We got in line and everything, and we were in and out of Starbucks in like 15 minutes, and the line was out the door.
Yeah. It was really efficient.
The Animal Kingdom one is ridiculous too.
Yeah. Epcot,
I feel like I'm always waiting forever, and there's always a huge line. In Magic Kingdom, I just I've
never been to the Epcot one because last time we were there it was no longer there.
Oh, that was like I was devastated.
We went when they just opened the little tiny one by the bathrooms. We didn't go to it.
Yeah. But when we went in for our food and wine trip, I was like so excited because I was waiting to have my very first pumpkin spice latte of the season at Disney World. And our first park we were meeting. Was it Christmas?
No.
Whatever. And our first park we were meeting Bob and Ashley, and we were meeting them at Epcot, and like the day before they shut down Starbucks, and I was like, what are we gonna do?
So you were not Team Joffrey's then, I'm taking it.
Okay. I know how everybody loves Joffrey's. So a few years ago, I'm a coffee purist.
Yeah.
Black bitter coffee. That's all I get.
I have a coffee suggestion for you, but go ahead.
Okay. So we go to Joffrey's, and I don't drink hot drinks because I'm not a sipper. I gulp. I'll burn my throat.
Yeah.
Done it many times. So I go up to Joffrey's, and I see they have cold brew. Or she's at Joffrey's, and she says, hey, they have cold brew. Do you want one? I said, sure, no problem. Get me that. I take a drink, had no idea it was the like Jamaican me crazy with all the like Jamaican flavors.
It was the best face I've ever seen him
make. So, I mean, I take a drink, and if I was that type of person, I would have spit it all over. I mean, I was so grossed out, and that's what ruined me on Joffrey's. It was like when you get diet soda and you're expecting regular soda.
Yeah.
It was like that kind of thing. So, like, that turned me off of Joffrey's forever, and I think we went to the Contemporary, and the lady was like, oh, no, it's just regular.
And it wasn't. It was the same
It was the same stuff. So, but now they have just regular cold brew, and I will say it's good. So.
I'm a coffee snob. I only buy whole bean.
Oh, you are a step above me.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
She's like,
Oh, yes, I am, Bryson. I am a step above you.
It has to be ground right then.
I put a link in the chat to the coffee company where I buy my coffee, and it's the best coffee I've ever had.
It's called the Coffee and Company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they're Gatlinburg. They're located in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Bryson's he's big in making his own cold brew now. So
yeah, since like we work from home.
Yeah, we can't leave the house. So
I don't think I used to buy coffee every day on my way to work, and now
we go like once
I got
a couple
good
weeks.
pattern now.
Yeah, we brew coffee every morning and rotate. I probably have about 15 different flavors in there.
I have that many syrups.
I have 2 syrups, but I have 2 more on the way. They're all keto syrups.
From the skinny mixes?
Yes.
Love skinny mixes.
Started with 4, now we have 15.
Whatever.
But you know what? All those syrups combined is like 2 weeks of coffee at Starbucks.
One giant bottle of skinny mixes, which are the best mixes. They're the best coffee flavorings. They're so good. Is the same as one coffee from Starbucks. So,
have you tried any of their like tequila mixes or anything like that?
I have not tequila. I have 2 syrups that I put in like sparkling water, or you can like put them in whatever. I don't love those.
Okay.
But I like coffee syrups.
The coffee syrups are good, and if I can't get the skinny ones, there's some Tony's I think at the store. Which are okay. They're not bad.
They're all right.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Are we going left or are we going right?
Let's go left.
Gertie? Are we going to Gertie?
Oh, the dinosaur? It's so cute, right?
It is cute. I like it when it has
monster, whatever.
When she has her little hat on and then she's got the Christmas ball hanging out of her mouth.
Yes, I like it.
Oh, when we went during Christmas time in 2018, January of 2018, and she was all dressed up for Christmas, and I was like, "This is just so stinking cute. I love it."
Mm-hmm. Gertie.
She's adorable.
And I love all the like Christmas balls with like kind of the retro little characters. It's so cute. The Hollywood Studios is adorable at Christmas.
So
it really is.
Like so underrated at Christmas time.
Yeah.
It really
I
is.
like it at Christmas. I guess other people have it underrated, but the 2 best parks at Christmas time are Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios.
I think it's more like the people who don't go all the time.
I think it too. A lot of it is
right.
Like that was when there was nothing to do at Hollywood Studios.
People didn't go.
Like, yeah. Why would you go?
Yeah. I mean, it's still a half-day park for me because the shows, I know we talked about the shows earlier, is once you've seen them once, in my opinion, you don't really need to see them again.
I'm with you on that. So much.
I would kind of like it
every time we go.
We go now we only go once a year. We go on my birthday trip. He'll go watch Beauty and the Beast with me.
I feel like they should do something else with the like Disney Junior and the like Star Wars area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The Disney Junior area.
Oh, when we get there, I have plans.
Oh yeah, Bryson has a whole plan for that.
And that whole like I think too. I know where you're going right now, but like the Cars show is just.
It's lame.
I haven't seen it, but it's just a weird area. It's just weird.
It had like this tiny little
bend. We're going left.
Oh, sorry. We're going left. So we saw Gertie, and then please. Okay, let's talk 50s primetime.
I've not eaten there, but I can't say every meal I've had in Hollywood Studios, I have not really liked the food at all. I enjoyed the show at the drive-in thing, but the rest of it, I have not liked any of the food.
Sci-fi dining.
I love sci-fi dining. People that say they don't like it, fight me, because it is stinking fun. The food is fantastic, and I'm sorry, it's just a good stinking time.
Sci-fi.
The 50s primetime.
Sci-fi.
I am not talking 50s primetime. To me, meh.
I'm the same, but it's because I don't like that type. I'm not a comfort food person.
Me neither. Yeah,
so I really like 50s primetime though.
They have. I Make It Blue. I agree with you. 50s prime time, they have the best shakes. Their milkshakes are really good. You can get them to go if you go to the little bar counter.
Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know.
So I'll do that. I don't need to have their food again. One, because I know she doesn't like that kind of food, but it was good. But
also I get really awkward like with that type of interaction with the like
the meanness,
and he loves like seeing awkward, but
she doesn't like, because they like are parents to you basically, right?
Yeah.
So they're like parenting you on how you're supposed to have dining etiquette, and I give it right back to them. I don't care.
I get awkward.
She like sits there and like
they'd be all over me because I put my feet in my chair. I cross my legs in the chair.
Cross-legged, yeah.
Not there.
It's funny because like we went with our neighbors, and my husband was going to order dessert, and the guy just said, like, straight out, "Oh, you can't have dessert. Everybody else can, but you didn't eat your vegetables."
Yeah.
So I sort of enjoyed that. But no, it's great. It is fun, but I think to me it's overrated. The food is okay. I think it's one of those things for us that it was like, okay, I've checked it off the list. I've gone there, but every time we go to Hollywood Studios, we eat at Sci-Fi. We just love it.
Or Hollywood Brown Derby.
Yeah,
or the Brown Derby. We love the Brown Derby.
I love Brown Derby, but we're going backwards just a second because I have to get this off my chest about Brown Derby. What? This is for ants. Who is eating a salad this big?
That's the lunch salad.
It is this big.
We split it.
We got the Cobb lunch side salad or something.
Yeah, if you sit on the patio, it's a different menu.
Oh, okay. So we went in the restaurant, and it's huge. It's the side lunch one is ginormous.
One, if you can ask for a smaller version, and it's still really big. It must be a different size, but they charge the outside version or it's a price.
The outside menu, the outside version is like the size of a side salad you would get if you went to like Texas Roadhouse.
I was like, this was $20.
She thought she was getting this like amazing Cobb salad, which is still good.
It was really good.
It's just a small version.
But it was
getting this massive thing everybody's shown her. And here comes this little plate.
I was so mad.
That's how we found out if you sit on the patio, you have to ask for the regular menu.
Yeah.
Or you get
that's a good tip. I didn't know that. Yeah. We haven't eaten outside though. I've only ordered a couple drinks outside, but inside, when we've only gone for lunch, I think, right, Taylor? Did we go for dinner one time?
We've gone for lunch both times.
But
dinner,
we
I can't
love
have any
it.
of the options with my allergies.
But we're going right again. But Taylor tell them about that crazy thing you get that is so good. It's so good.
Well, they have this vegan steak, and it tastes like a Salisbury steak, and it's got this like really good gravy over it, and roasted or like sautéed like onions and mushrooms, and then it comes with a vegan mashed potatoes, and it's really good. Like it's amazing, and it's really big too.
I don't care about eating vegan, or I would rather eat meat. It tastes like meat. It has the texture of meat. I think they're lying. Yeah. Like, did you ever see that low-fat frozen yogurt Seinfeld episode? I think it's really meat, but whatever. It's super good.
It tastes like burger. It's like really good, but I have a dairy allergy, so lots of times I do have to order vegan because of the cheese and the milk and issues. Yeah. But like that is really good. Like so it's amazing.
She literally ate it twice in 1 week.
All right, good for you.
It's really good, really good.
I was like, I ate this. We got to go again. It was amazing.
I did the filet at the Food and Wine Festival twice in 1 week, so it's okay.
Hey, if it's good, more is better.
It's your money. You get what you want. So to answer Candy Mom's question, they do different menus because on the patio, it's limited seating.
Yeah.
And it's an extremely popular thing. Because if you are there at noon, you're going to wait.
Yeah.
So like we didn't know that, but we just happened to go at noon, and there was already a line waiting for them to open. So they do this so that you have a smaller portion,
and you get out.
Table time, you're out of there, they're turning the table. Yeah. So that's why.
Order really for eating there in general, though, I do suggest even if you're wanting to eat inside, you really do need a reservation.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. 100% agree.
We were able to get them same day a couple times.
Yep.
So, you know.
But if you go up to the thing, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you have a 3-hour wait." Like, "Oh great."
Yep.
So we just got on the app. And
what about Indiana Jones?
I haven't seen it. I don't really care to though. Like, it's just not like.
I didn't think I cared to watch it until I watched it, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I got all goosebumpy. Now our little Jalen got chosen to be the child that got to start the show, and he did fantastically.
It's her grandson.
And he's adorable, our little Jalen. He was, but the show is so stinking fun. I mean, you're sort of like, what? It's so much action. They involve the audience, and I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. I would go watch it again because I have a feeling that it would be a little bit different each time, just because it's so much action. So
it's one of those where so we had never gone. She went long years ago. So we had our viewers vote whether or not we should go on our next trip. And they said yes, so we went. It is, I think, when it's super hot, definitely go. It's a good break because there's these huge fans that are above your head that push a lot of air. So I would go watch it again for sure. I more thought it was just going to be cheesy, and it wasn't at all. The action was cool. I mean,
it was kind of cheesy.
It was kind of cheesy, but not
not overly cheesy.
It was kind of almost educational to a point of they kind of taught you how the stuntmen do their stunts, which I thought was pretty cool. And seeing that big ball rolling, and it was him coming from the ceiling. I mean, it was fun.
If you have kids who don't know what Indiana Jones is, they probably aren't going to like it. But
they might like it. It has fire and stuff.
I'll watch it once a year, maybe.
Yeah.
So once
I was surprised how awesome it was.
And Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
That little arcade area, I think, is a waste of space.
Oh, 100%. I didn't even know that it was there until a year. I had no idea it was there. I had no idea what I thought.
I don't know what you put there, but yeah.
Wait,
where's the arcade?
Right? Exactly.
Okay, so when you're walking next to, what is that, Olaf?
Mm-hmm.
When you're walking next, past Olaf, so you've got the water on this side, and you've got the water on this side, so Gertie, and then Olaf, and then there's right in that same area, there's an arcade, and I had no idea it was there.
Yeah, and it smells weird in there.
Huh?
It smells weird in there too.
It smells
weird. I can't even picture it, so I'm gonna have to pull up a map.
So,
yeah,
used to be kind of there. It was directly behind the lake. And then off to the left of that, there's the arcade.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I think it's one of those things that Hollywood Studios, for how long was just well, this isn't working. Let's just
put this there.
What can we slap in there real quick to just get something?
Yeah.
Right.
For a while, it was oh, it's not working. So let's put Star Wars on this side of the park. Now let's put something Star Wars on this side of the park.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Speaking of Star Wars, what's the ride that's over there?
Star Tours.
Star Tours.
Another one she gets sick on.
I can't
ride that.
I just can't do it.
I'll ride it once, and then my kids want to ride it again. I'm like, no, you're out of luck. I'm not riding it again.
I get sick. I feel really, really not good for a long time afterwards. So I try not to ride it.
I 100% forgot this. The arcade isn't there anymore because the new Runaway Railway photo op.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, they removed the arcade.
Okay. I was wondering if that's the area it was in. So that's where that is now. Okay.
Is that
I was sitting there for a month.
Well, I haven't been there since November, and it hadn't opened yet. And I don't know if the arcade was still there then because I don't ever waste my time going in there. And it smells weird. It does.
You should bring some of your candles. Just
stick a candle in there.
Excuse me, you guys need a candle.
Yeah.
You'll be the next grilling lady.
I know.
Yes.
Oh my God, that picture.
That's so dumb.
Right?
What are people thinking?
The lady that had an open flame in Disney Springs on opening day.
Oh yeah, I didn't know what you're talking about.
Are you kidding me?
Fine.
It's ridiculous.
Fine. This is why we can't have nice things.
No. And this is why we'll start having to go
Seriously.
through security check to get into Disney Springs.
Definitely.
How did you get a grill through security?
Because they don't
check you, I guess.
They were doing security now.
They just do temperature checks.
Oh, that's right. Temperature check.
So guess what? Now we're all going to be getting bag checks as we go to Disney Springs. Yay!
I mean, I would feel safer to do that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't do a bag check, honestly.
Yeah, you know, because they do it downtown Disney and Disneyland. You get a bag check.
Like you go through downtown Disney?
You don't have to go through downtown Disney to go to the parks. But I mean, even if you're just going to downtown Disney, you have to go through security.
Yeah.
That was just my reasoning when we went as to why they were doing it, was because you technically could go to the park.
Yeah.
So
Star Tours.
Oh yes, Star Tours makes us sick.
Bryson loves it.
So,
I will say, out of the 3 times that I was forced to ride it last year, each time one of us was the rebel. It was me, my daughter, and my son.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's good.
cool.
Jalen was the rebel too. He gets it every time.
So just the person who starts your ride, just ham them up before you get in there, and maybe they'll pick you. Who picks, so.
I don't know. Like, how do they pick someone? Like, what is the randomness of that? They just say, "Oh, I like this person's face. Let me use them."
Pixie dust.
Pixie dust.
Yeah.
Pixie dust.
No,
I really like back a little bit on this same area, Muppets, but I feel like the seats look like hot garbage, and they need redone. Like,
I think
bad.
that whole area is next to go. I'm just being honest. I think that whole area.
I've never done it.
Yeah.
The Muppet 3D Vision.
It's super cute. It's super cute.
Yeah.
And maybe they could update it because, you know, now they're coming out with a new Muppet Babies and a Muppet Show. So maybe they could update it. But it's super cute. I would hate to see it go just because it's super fun. But they do need to recover the theater seats.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty worn.
They're gross. Yeah. Although I see what you guys are saying. Like, I feel like something better could replace it. Like, sure, it's cool, but I feel like something else would be a lot cooler. Yeah. Like, it's just kind of a waste of space, and it's like a whole Muppet area for one ride, and not even a ride. It's just a show.
If they check our Magic Band, that's probably what would come up as like our favorite ride, because literally all it was you can always get a fast pass.
We'd scan it.
So we would scan it, walk up, scan our Magic Band, walk away, so we could make another fast pass.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Always our third fast pass.
And then finally we were like, we should just go on.
One time I was just like, you know what, we have nothing else to do. We don't have.
It was really hot.
It was really hot. Let's just go watch it. And it ended up being cute. It was, but
it was cute.
We got out, and there was a family that had their feet in the fountain.
Yeah, they were sitting on the fountain with their feet in the fountain, just soaking their feet.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they should have like a better, like more Muppet merch. Like, you go into the Muppet store after you get out of the show, and there's like not any Muppet merch.
More Galaxy's Edge stuff in the building now.
Yeah, so it's like, honestly, like, give us some, have some Muppet merchandise.
I feel like they could do that area. Like, you could still incorporate the Muppets, because I don't think the Muppets need to go away, because they're still part of Disney, and it's a nostalgic thing.
Yeah,
they've been there since they were MGM. But you could do something different. I mean, there's IP that Disney has now. I mean,
and it's just a really underutilized area, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I didn't even know all those gift shops and stuff were back there until the opening of Galaxy.
Right. It's so true. And that little Christmas store is so cute. But, we just kind of happened on it after going to the Muppets. But, it would be, I mean, if they're going to redo it, I kind of feel like, just like California Adventure is doing a whole Pixar, Hollywood Studios would be fantastic for like that area where the weird Star Wars and the Disney Junior is. Give us
And
more
that horrible
Pixar.
Little Mermaid show.
Cars Land.
Yes, Cars Land, please.
I haven't
Yes.
gotten to where I want to put that yet.
Oh, okay.
Would they do that since the ride in Cars Land is apparently just like Test Track, just a little
So
different?
it's the same ride system and everything, but 2 totally different rides.
Yeah, can we please not compare them? Because it gives me angry issues.
All right, yeah, I've never been to
It's
Disneyland.
totally not Cars Land.
I'm totally basing this on stuff I've heard.
Aliens,
Swirling
saucers.
saucers and Mater's tow truck jamboree or whatever. It is.
And Luigi.
No, well, kind of.
You know what's funny is they are the same ride system, swirling saucers and jamboree. But I'm telling you what, jamboree is a heck more fun. It's faster. It is so much faster.
I feel like it's faster and longer.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it's so
Like
much
it
funner.
whips you.
Yeah, you're like, I mean, just giggling like crazy because you're almost certain you might fly out of it because it's so awesome.
Are we going into Galaxy? Sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
let's go to Galaxy's Edge since we already started talking about that earlier.
Nothing, changing nothing.
Changing nothing.
No,
Blue
but-
or green milk?
I want it.
They
Either.
Just more, right? I feel like there's room to add more to that Star Wars universe.
That's what I want.
I want the roaming characters that they were supposed to have.
Yes.
I feel like they should have put a third ride in there.
I think they
will.
That's what they'll put where Muppets are is additional Star Wars.
You know, it would be perfect. Muppets is kind of disjointed now. You've got Star Tours, Muppets, Galaxy's Edge. So it would be kind of perfect to redo that.
I like Star Tours once they announced Galaxy's Edge because it made no sense to me. And then it made sense when they changed the film and every ride lands in Batuu, right?
Yeah.
But then you get out, right, and you're walking past the Muppets courtyard with people with their feet in the fountain. And
You can't unsee it. You just
I'm
can't.
so sorry I did that. I didn't know you guys were there.
shout you out.
Well, at least it's not as bad as peeing in the fountain.
Yeah, standing right there.
Back to Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, Galaxy's Edge. I mean, the immersion, everything. I wouldn't change. What I would change is I want more. Like I want the droids that were supposed to be rolling around that Bob Chapek cut.
Thanks, Bob.
And the more than just Kylo Ren and a few stormtroopers that were supposed to be, like, I know Chewie and Rey are there, and it's like pretty cool to see them because they aren't around as much as the stormtroopers and Kylo Ren because it's easier to do those ones.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more they could do, but I'm happy with what's there.
Yeah, I like the land.
I think they'll just keep adding, you know?
Yep.
I think they need to change the menu. I forget what it's called, but the
fast food place, the quick service one.
Yeah, the quick service
yeah.
one. Oh my goodness.
He loves the Bronto wrap.
Well, no, those are good. The
That's separate. The place
the
that
one
has
that you go in.
Endorian tip yip.
Yeah, that's in Bay 7.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. No, thank you. The shrimp salad.
That just sounds gross.
You know, we
basically
went.
like
that too.
it felt like you had gone to like sweet tomatoes and got a bunch of carrots and then like gallon of soy sauce and just a handful of salt with some just cold shrimp. It was awful. It was disgusting.
Out here but I got the ribs.
Maybe
Mhm.
I liked the ribs.
Yeah.
I thought the ribs were really
Well, I think we went to the cast preview and ate there.
Wow.
And I did hear from cast members that they did modify the recipes after the cast preview because
That's good
I heard
because
that.
ours was horrible.
very yucky.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah, that they did change the food some.
It was
It was
inedible.
horrible.
And I eat and I get hungry and we were hungry and we were like, we can't eat this. And they let us return it. And actually the cast member told us we admit it's bad. It's bad. So they gave us our money back and they gave us something free that was equally not yummy. And then we went and ate at Sci-Fi. But I did hear they listened to the cast preview and modified the recipes. So apparently it's better.
hummus or something like that.
I got the falafel. I gotta sneeze.
You're gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
Oh my goodness. Bless you.
That was cute.
Such a cute little
Well, that's not an
sneeze.
sneeze, by the way. That's just for you guys.
That was come out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's like the first time I think I've heard my wife do that in 8 years.
I was just nervous.
But she got the vegetarian meal that they had there.
It was
She
really
just
good.
wanted to try it, and she
I
thought
liked
it was
it.
really good.
Yeah, I'd get it again.
I don't remember what the quick service place is called, but I got the we all got breakfast there, and none of us liked it.
Oh, at the
Ronto
document
wrap?
or Ronto's Roasters?
I don't know. I got probably Ronto's Roasters. The one of them that had like almost a parfait looking breakfast thing that had star fruit in it.
Ronto's Roasters.
Okay.
You didn't like it?
No one liked it. It was very slimy because it's like
The parfait.
it was.
Yeah.
Because there was like oatmeal in it or something, and it's like it was sitting there for a while. It was real slimy. It was
It's chia pudding.
Yeah.
That's why chia pudding is
Yeah.
kind of slimy.
I'm with Travis. Ronto's wrap, the Ronto wrap, is
So good.
So good.
So
Those are good. Those are really good.
Every time, and they got a
I
new
get the
chicken
chicken one, and I love it.
Yeah,
I could eat 2 of them at a time.
it's like $30.
If he's buying, I'll eat 2.
See, okay, so Travis said he's a fan of the lunch and dinner one, which is good. I'm a big breakfast person, and I like the breakfast one. It's just the same thing, but
With eggs.
with an egg.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's like sausage and eggs and a naan bread.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard Ronto. I've had it, and I've heard from everybody loves the roasters. So just don't go inside.
What about Oga's Cantina?
I haven't been.
You haven't been?
Mm-mm.
I've been quite a few times. I will encourage people, if you can't get a reservation, go ahead up and ask if you can get on the wait list, because I've done that probably 4 of the 5 times I've gone and gotten in within 10 minutes. So they do reserve a certain amount for walk-ins. So if you can't score that reservation, I thought it was just a good time. You know, it kind
We're expecting to eat a meal.
Yeah.
Lots of people keep doing that. There's no food.
I mean, there's just the bit.
there's like small bites, but you're not really going to eat. So
No.
when members call Disney Vacation Club, I tell them just plan on getting a drink or 2 and, you know, taking great Instagram photos. I kind of wish, and this is just, you know, I kind of wish that they played that song from the, you know, I mean, just like once every half hour. Come on, please.
We've
Inside.
never heard it, yeah.
Inside. We've heard it in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same music is what's playing
In the bathrooms. So like
I've been there 5 times, never heard that song, but I haven't been there since Rise of the Resistance because cast members are blocked out.
Mm-hmm.
So they may have added it just because I know that a lot of people thought, hey, you need to play that song.
Yeah.
So, but I think the robot DJ is really cool.
Yeah.
You believe that you are somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
The cast members are fantastic. I try and like have a conversation like about being a cast member. Oh, they're not having it. You know what I mean? They stay in character. I'm always trying to break character and they won't.
Crystal learned how to go to the bathroom on Batu or ask where the bathroom is.
I don't remember though.
So if you ask them where the bathroom is, they don't know what a bathroom is.
Eventually they'll tell you.
Yeah, eventually they'll just be like, it's over there. But you're supposed to ask where the refresher is.
That's where it is, the refresher.
The refresher. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Some guy like just saw her wandering around and he was like, do you need to go somewhere?
I was like,
yeah. On this planet, we call them refreshers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How cute. Oh my goodness. Taylor and I, when we went to the cast preview, we were both wearing Star Wars ears. And we had so many cast members come up and touch them and say, oh, do you get good reception? Yes. It's so funny. Oh,
Chewbacca ears, they ask her which Wookiee she skinned.
Yeah. He hates my Chewbacca ears.
Yeah.
He gets so upset. Okay, so Christy asked this earlier, blue or green milk?
Neither.
Blue, of course.
Or both.
Blue.
Mix them. She hates them both.
I think they're both disgusting.
It was literally funniest, grossest expression I've ever seen my wife make.
Did you put it on the video?
Now, I think they changed the milk since Taylor and I got it at the cast preview too, because when we got the blue milk, it tasted like Fruity Pebbles milk.
He says it tastes like.
No, the green one tastes like Fruity Pebbles.
But the green one tasted like grass or like cucumbers or something.
That is not what I have. The blue one did taste like Fruity Pebbles. I remember
It
that.
was like sour and something.
It tasted like, I guess I want to say like the green one tastes like a Sour Patch Kid to me.
When I tasted it tasted like I don't know, maybe they forgot to put sugar in it, but it tasted like what you would imagine like grass.
Now I heard people in Disneyland say that it did taste like flowers.
Yeah.
And then when it opened in Disney World, I did not. That was what I was expecting, and it tasted like a Sour Patch Kid. Yeah.
Well,
So
looks like you got lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does seem like you got lucky.
I literally, I mean, it's expensive, but I did it one time. I bought both, and I knew she wasn't going to have them, so I just drank half, and then I mixed them. It was delicious.
Oh, that is a good idea. Seriously. And I do think it is one of those checkmark things where you got to drink, right?
Yes,
the milk and the two. You have
I like
to.
the popcorn.
The popcorn was great. Did you guys get it?
I haven't gotten the popcorn.
Yeah, we got it. I
was
wasn't.
maybe
I
it
was
because
underwhelmed.
people had hyped it up,
Yeah.
but it was underwhelming to us.
Like buffalo flavored or something?
I think that, because it's spicy and then there's sweet and then
It's
there's.
kind of like a talkie, like ish one. It's got chili powder, and then the other one is like a Fruity Pebble or something.
Yeah. I think that like the problem with that a lot of people get, and we kind of fell into that too for a while, was we would watch so many previews from other YouTubers, like going and like everyone would be so like
Hyped up
about it, and it's the best like thing they've ever put in their mouth and like all this stuff, and then like we'd get there and we're like,
Right. No,
like
we didn't know what to expect because I intentionally didn't watch any of the Disneyland Star Wars Galaxy's Edge stuff because I wanted to be like completely know nothing, and just experience it for the first time. So, and sometimes when you try those specialty popcorns or churros, they're not fantastic. And I get what you're saying. Oh my goodness, please don't hype this up because I just wasted $7
right?
on a churro. Oh my goodness.
Right.
So, but it wasn't terrible. It was good. I think we liked it. I don't know if I would get it again or it was the best thing we ever had, but it was, and we ate it after we liked it. So, but some of those things are just a no, especially at Disneyland. Sometimes they do it. They do all these churros for every festival, every season, and sometimes they're fantastic, and sometimes they're quite frankly not. So
everyone has
all the churros. Do all the churros, even like the specialty ones, have cinnamon on them?
No.
I
got it was just like coated in Oreo. So.
And there was one that had Pop Rocks or something.
Yeah.
That would
like at Disneyland, they had some that were like cocoa, had like cocoa powder on them, and then some were chocolate, and then some were there was a watermelon one that was kind of sweet and sour. There was a lemon one, so not all have cinnamon.
Okay, I'll have to try one time that's not cinnamon. Oh my gosh, they're distracting me. I'm sorry. I think we could. The only thing else I have for Galaxy's Edge is their bathroom is exactly what it should be. It looks gross, but it's themed that way on purpose.
Yeah,
it looks very industrial, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what's crazy to me is everything looks greasy and grimy and dusty,
and it's
brand
made
new.
that way.
Yes.
Yeah, no, the bathroom is themed really well.
I never in my life thought that I would say you made that look disgusting and it's perfect.
Yeah, because that's exactly right. You made it look gross.
Every corner around Galaxy's Edge, as you meander through it, it does look like it's been there forever. And we went before it was even open to everyone. And it looked perfectly, not fakely aged, but like it had really been there.
Yeah.
And was totally impressed. I can't say it enough. It's the best of Disney storytelling,
And
Galaxy's Edge. It's
It's
perfect.
awesome.
I'm really curious. I mean, this is a whole other.
Where do you go from there?
What the heck is Disney going to do to top that? I mean,
I thought they were thinking about adding on to Pandora.
well, right. I'm just saying, like, what goes to the next step?
Yeah, totally other side of the country.
Side.
But I mean, I'm really excited to see what they do with Avengers Campus.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'll be because that's post Star Wars. So, like, I'm excited to see like where they take it.
I don't know that anything could get better than Cars Land, though.
I love Cars Land.
I mean, Cars Land is like you walked into the movie. I mean, it is just insane. It honestly, at night there is nothing.
With all the
You are
neon and
in
stuff.
the movie, and the food is fantastic. Everything is perfect. The gift shops are perfect. The rides are fantastic. I just love Cars Land. The music is good. The little dance party in the street is good. Everything is perfect. So,
You know what else is cool? Toy Story Land.
That's where we're headed. Nice transition.
Toy Story Land.
I do like Toy Story Land. I even like their bathrooms.
I have a big bone to pick with the man who created those bathrooms. I love the theming of the bathroom, but a man designed that bathroom. 120%. Because no woman would ever design a bathroom where it's the only bathroom in the land. And you have to walk through a sea of people waiting to go to the stalls, and then go to the stall, and then re-walk through a group of people to wash your hands, and then re-walk through a group of people to get out.
It is definitely strange. I mean, I think it's decorated cute, but it's an awkward kind of.
Yeah, you're like, excuse me, just trying to leave.
Talking about bathrooms. The only problem in the men's room is that they're all kitty urinals. Because you're all toys. Or
yeah, you're a toy.
Oh my
toys use kitty urinals.
Yeah, because you're small.
You're small.
You're tiny.
You like to pee on your shoes.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
But I love the theming of Toy Story Land. I think they did so good.
Oh, yeah.
I just want more shade.
Yeah.
Yes. I was kind of hopeful they would kind of take a cue from Bugs Land that was in California Adventure, because it was like we would go there just to get shade because you were also the size of a bug.
You could get a slushie. We see a lot of like it was nice.
Similar things in Toy Story Land that they used to have in a Bugs Land, because you're supposed to be the same size, but they had so much like foliage.
Yeah.
There were so many like you were supposed to be, in grass or something,
which is the same with Andy's backyard.
I mean, you should be in Andy's backyard, so give us some shade.
Yeah.
And all the cues are outside. There are no inside cues. They're all outside.
Yeah. Well,
Toy Story Mania.
Well, half of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Part of Slinky Dog.
Slinky Dog is inside.
They added after D23 they added some canopies.
Yeah, which is
outside,
nice.
Which is nice, but it's still a lot.
It's still hot. It's just hot.
And
yeah.
It doesn't do a whole lot.
If you get stuck there in the storm,
yes.
I have watched that queue clear.
We have handed so many ponchos out to dads and moms that forgot their ponchos for their kids.
Kids are crying and soaked.
The exit of Toy Story Mania has like 3 or 4 different photo op walls.
Oh yeah.
He loves it. He loves walking by those.
I love being an Instagram husband.
Yeah, that ride when it's raining and in the line in a wheelchair is not it, because you're just sitting in water basically, and it's not fun.
For Slinky?
For the Mania. When it's raining and stuff, and you're outside and you're just sitting in water pretty much. Yep. In a wheelchair, it's just a leather bottom, so it just all collects, and it's not fun.
Oh my gosh, I'm picturing this. That's terrible.
Oh, yeah. because I can't stand to be wet in a theme park. I will not ride water rides in a theme park unless I'm at a water park. So
you don't go on Splash Mountain?
Love Splash Mountain.
What?
My father-in-law's favorite ride.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
I don't want to be wet.
It's like go-to.
Love it. He doesn't like to go on it very often either.
So Toy Story Land, I'll say they're fixing the one thing that I wanted to change because I wanted another food option.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh
which
yeah.
that's coming.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
The table service, right?
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
they
And I think
definitely
it's barbecue, right? It's barbecue.
Woody's Roundup barbecue or something.
Yeah.
They definitely need more food options in Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the only one that I've heard about that was supposed to be really good was Hollywood Brown Derby, and it's a signature restaurant. And I don't like the sci-fi one. I haven't done 50s Prime Time or Hollywood and Vine because I've read bad reviews about them.
We like quick service at Hollywood Studios. Like we go to Woody's a lot,
I think
and
some
we
of the
go
best quick
to
service
Ronto's.
places are at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah. Backlot's always a good option because it's quick and there's generally not a lot of people there. And then there are a couple good options in that like farmers market area.
Yeah, like the place that does the like burrito bowls. Oh, it's so good over there.
We've been to
We
the
went
pizza
to,
place.
Moonlight Magic, and you got the food
Voucher.
coupon, and we'd never eaten at Hollywood Studios because, as she said earlier, like I had to drag her there, so we were there for like 2 hours, and that was it. But so we had to eat there, and we went to Catalina Eddie's, and I'll tell you what, that was probably some of the best pizza.
But we like pillowy pizza.
Like it's the fluffy pizza, and that was probably some of the best pizza I've had on Disney property was from that place. That wasn't like Lay's Pizza.
if you
or-
like that kind of pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we've had one of the pizza places that I think's only opened during busy times. And then we've had Backlot Express. And when I ate at Backlot, I got a chicken salad and my salad was slimy. So I ate the chicken.
You should have just returned it.
Slimy. food.
Yeah.
I was standing in line for 45 minutes just to get the thing.
No, you just go back up. You go straight to the front and say, "Hey, my salad is slimy."
Yeah.
My salad.
should've
Yeah, and
realized
they don't think you're like a Karen or whatever. They'll take care of you. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Did it used to be Felicia and now it's changed to Karen?
Okay.
I don't know.
I think Bye Felicia was from like Friday,
When
the
you're
Friday movies.
I
I don't know.
So is there really anything we change at Toy Story?
I would just want shade.
Yeah, more shade. That's it.
And some more rides. I feel like and actually a dedicated gift shop, like
Yeah.
a shop, I think would be
Yeah.
great there.
Yeah.
So
And because that one, when you turn down to go towards Tower of Terror, is all Toy Story, but it has
it's disjointed though. You know what I mean? Have it in
And
And
there.
I liked it when that store was a candy store. I thought it was, I don't know,
Yeah,
liked it.
super cute. Mm-hmm.
had all kinds of treats and stuff. And
I
now
mean,
it's just Pixar.
Like the kiosks are cool because they're part of the theming. I get it because they're
Yeah. I love the Fisher Price like bus one.
yeah. So like I get why they're there, but yeah, a gift shop. Like plus it's another place. There's shade. Like there's
Yes, air conditioning.
Oh yeah, there's a gift shop now when you walk out of Mania though.
Yeah,
but
really
it's
small,
like this
though.
white walls, like
It
it's
seems like
half done.
I'm sorry, sketchy almost.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like totally
Was
looks
half.
like this. They threw it in there because they need to sell more stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
like it doesn't even look finished.
Yeah.
To me.
Mhm.
I literally thought it was under construction.
I thought it was like a back storage area.
That looks like they put it in a storage closet.
Yes. I agree.
So when you're leaving Toy Story Mania, there's a Joffrey's right there where did they open that up for the Cars land? Because last time I went, that was blocked off. Is that where the Cars area is?
No, Cars is over by Rock and Roller Coaster.
It's
Okay.
it was the Incredibles last summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the Incredibles area is pretty cute. I mean, they did great with just an alley. You
Yeah.
know?
And that key lime pie was good.
I love key lime pie.
So good. Key lime pie on a stick.
on a stick.
Yeah, it was.
I like the pina colada that they have over there.
The what?
They have a pina colada right next to the Incredibles area, and it's pretty good.
I like the Num Num cookie a lot.
Yeah.
It's big.
It's a go-to.
I haven't tried any of that because it was all blocked off last time I was there. So it was kind of like a dead end, just a Joffrey sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's some really cute like photo ops to take, you know, and yeah, super cute. And I'm not really into Edna Mode, but you can meet Edna Mode, and then at the end, you know, usually Frozone and Mr. and Mrs. Incredible are there, and so
And Allie,
yeah,
they did a really good job.
right? Seriously.
They no longer do the like shows and stuff like that, but I think if they brought it back, like
I thought they were going to this summer.
I mean, they should.
I don't think they will now.
But yeah, it was a very, very cool area just for literally an alley, like you said.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then you get to Little Mermaid.
I have watched that, and I was like, eh.
Some people love it though. Like some people, it's like a cult classic. Some people love it.
I feel like Frozen is one of those things that I like to do the once, but you know, after 10 times, I'm like, I want to kill myself now. Like, and it's the exact same show. Like, there's no difference.
That's how I feel about the Beauty and the Beast show that she wants to go to every day.
Angela Lansbury voices Mrs. Potts. And I love Angela Lansbury. She's my spirit animal.
Crystal's an old.
I watch Murder, She Wrote every night.
I love that. That's so cute.
I love you. Love
as
it
I
too.
go to bed.
my parents loved Murder, She Wrote. I remember watching that with my parents, so I love that.
Apparently, Grandma did too.
My grandparents got me started on Murder, She Wrote. I love Angela Lansbury, so I love the Beauty and the Beast show.
But Little Mermaid, okay. So we're in that whole like courtyard.
Bryson
area.
has a whole.
The whole thing, get rid of it for me.
Yeah, me
We're
too.
gonna wipe it all out, and that's where we're gonna put Pixar Land.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let's do it, Bryson.
But we're
Might
going,
as well because it's right next to Toy Story, and that's part of Pixar.
Mm-hmm.
so you have that, and then we're gonna do a little bit of like reconstruction of the path so that you can take, because I'm getting kind of crazy here. So you take Rock and Roller Coaster because the Aerosmith contract is up, so it needs a theme, and you make that Disney World version of the Incredicoaster.
There you go. I'm with
That
you.
or have you seen in Paris they have Crushes coaster?
No, I did not know.
Is it like?
And it's an indoor coaster, so it's literally the same thing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That'd be cool.
Because didn't they make Rock and Roller Coaster in Paris? They made it the Iron Man. It's going to be the Iron Man one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Well, and I think Hollywood Studios, you know, is moving towards more Disney from what even since 2018 to what I'm seeing now. Just like California Adventure is slowly adding more Disney, you know, and Pixar and Avengers and Hollywood Studios kind of needs to do that too, I think.
When they built those parks, Disney didn't have the IP that they have now. Now you're going to see that shift because you started seeing that shift because Bob Chapek is a huge IP guy.
person.
Like that's what he wants. He wants, and it's smart. You've already paid for it. You already own it. Why don't you do it? So that's why I'm saying you can.
I love all those ideas.
So are you gonna retheme Tower of Terror?
We haven't got.
Okay, we haven't gotten that far yet.
I honestly wouldn't care, but I do get they could leave it because it fits the theming.
Yeah.
Of the land of Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I mean,
for
I
it.
love this change at California Adventure, right?
I wish I had gone on it. I'm going on it next time.
It's amazing. It's super fun.
It's
so fun. Everybody was freaking out when they announced that they were going to do it, but it's amazing. I love it a million times more than it was when it was Tower of Terror.
I'm not kidding. It is so stinking fun. And I was sort of meh over Tower of Terror, but Oh my goodness. They changed the ride mechanism. So instead of just falling, you're pushed down and you're pushed up. And so it's more thrilling, but you're also like being plunged to your death to the greatest soundtrack ever created.
Yes, the Guardians of the Galaxy has an amazing soundtrack.
They do.
It's awesome. It's so you two are gonna love it. Love it. It's just stinking fun.
Tower of Terror. It's my favorite ride, and mainly because of the theming.
I think it's such an OG, and I don't think they're going to do anything now for a while.
Yeah.
I think it fits Hollywood Studios. I don't think they need to change it to Guardians, but it, in California, it made sense. It's fantastic, and it's so much better. But I do think it belongs in Hollywood Studios as a Tower of Terror.
But like priority goes, like Epcot needs the changing and stuff. So I think they'll probably let Hollywood Studios sit for a little bit because like there are a couple other areas that like actually need help like ASAP.
Well, yeah, now we can't just leave Epcot completely
half done.
We have a bunch of green walls.
We didn't even go there on our last trip. Like we spent the least amount of time at Epcot I think we've ever spent on a Disney trip in March and it's my favorite festival. And like I was like, I hate this park right now. Like I've never to be here.
So
and you have to walk. I
mean, first world problems, but like just get it fixed.
Scooting yourself in a wheelchair that entire distance is like I can't. I'm sitting here where I'm at, and I'm staying here for a while I rest. It was not enjoyable at all.
Sure.
No, I think so. Yeah, Tower of Terror. I wouldn't do anything to it. I mean, I think it's literally the icon of that park. So,
but we're getting rid of Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
All that area is all becoming.
All that area.
I don't know what they're putting in there, but it's a Pixar. Something Pixar.
It should be. I get it. I love it.
Whatever you want.
I agree. So, it'd be so much.
I love it.
Fun. I would go to Hollywood Studios more than I do now, and I go there a lot.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you 100%. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. So, Disney, if you're listening.
Yeah.
This is what we want.
Yeah.
We got some great ideas
Our list
here.
of demands.
Lost a bunch of money, but if you could do that, that'd be great.
Well, and I think it would just be so much stinking fun. It would just be fun. So I think it would be great.
Same. Well,
and they need more for little kids too. So adults would love it, but Hollywood Studios is not the best for kids. It's just not. Mm-mm. So that's why I liked the addition of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. It's honestly the only ride that littles can ride.
We didn't even talk about Runaway Railway.
So
we just skipped right over it.
Well, we haven't gone back to the middle. We kind of.
That's what I thought we would talk about it on our way out of the park.
Okay. Well, we just rethemed the whole right side of the park.
Yeah, I left the day before it opened.
You what?
I left the day before it opened.
Oh no!
Yeah, they did a cast preview, but unlike the other cast previews we've gone to, it was only the cast member could go, so I didn't have like a +1. Mm-hmm. So I didn't get to take Taylor. She went with me and waited outside, but it's just a fun ride. It was unexpected. I mean, I loved it. I thought it was all of us that rode it. As soon as we got off, we were like, we want to ride it again. It was just fun. It wasn't thrilling. It wasn't, death defying. But it was just a good time and fun. And I love the new animation and the cartoons. So
those shorts are really
it was a good time.
I thought it was adorable.
I mean, we rode it.
Right, it's so cute.
We rode it 4 times in like our trip.
Yeah, we did.
So,
I love that.
We went
last time there. I left
to go get our boarding passes for Rise of the Resistance. And we went and got coffee, and he went and got in line for Runaway Railway while he waited for his boarding pass.
Yeah.
So the line was enormous. But
I left Disney right before Rise of the Resistance opened, like the December 1st, and it opened the 4th or the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There was one thing I forgot about the right side. The Kylo meet and greet, I actually really, really love.
I do like all those meet and greets over there, but I think they can move them over to the other side where Star Tours is.
You put those where the Muppets were.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea.
So, I know that I said earlier that you kind of keep the Muppets for nostalgia, but we need that. So, bye, Kermit.
It does make more sense to be Star Wars. So it's continuous. So I'm with you. It's nostalgic, but whatever. I do think Star Wars theming there would make more sense too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Same.
What were you saying about the right side, Christy?
Oh, just the Kylo Ren's meet and greet.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the right side's like, is anyone ever over there? No. Anytime I've ever gone, there's been no one over there.
No.
It's just nobody.
It was a straight walk-in for all the meet and greets.
Yeah. Yep. And I will say too, that is one of my favorite dessert parties. Is the Star Wars dessert party?
That was awesome.
It was so,
and not just because I'm a Star Wars fan. Like, it was really cool.
And they had like stormtroopers. They have stormtroopers walking around, and you get to meet Kylo and BB-8.
The same people.
And Chewie. Yeah, you get to meet all the guys that are over there. And then you get that front row seats for the fireworks and for both shows. I just think I think it's the best dessert party on property.
Well, I think we're at the end of the park, but we still have 2 fireworks shows. I haven't seen either of them. Not all the way through. I have seen one of them when I was leaving dinner, and it was like right at the end of it. But
I haven't seen either. I generally don't spend a whole day there. I'll like meet up with Samantha, and then we'll like.
I don't even know a Samantha.
So, Make It Blue, a Disney adventure. I get what they're saying here. They don't want, not everyone's a Star Wars fan. 100% get that. Obviously, I am. So it's a little bit biased in what I'm saying there. But I think if you did what I was talking about earlier with making that area, the animation courtyard, a Pixar area, or something, and all you're really doing is you've consolidated all the Star Wars to that corner of the park. Yep. You're really talking about like over 2/3 of the park now being something not Star Wars. So the Star Wars,
are you all can go over here this section.
Corner, and then everything.
But literally, there's a whole bunch of Star Wars now, but it's not together.
So it makes it feel like there's more than there really is.
Yeah.
And I've said that myself, that it's so discombobulated that it needs to be all in one spot.
I don't even think, like, if you're not a seasoned Hollywood Studios person or a Disney person, like, I don't even think you're going to know that Launch Bay is over there and that's where the characters are.
Right. Like, you're going to go to Galaxy's Edge and think that that's where you're going to
go. Right. So just put them in that area, and then all the Star Wars is together. And then you can do something better themed with that whole section.
Right.
So we just glazed over the section where Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster are. What about the Streetmosphere people out there?
Oh, you keep them.
I think they're fun.
I think they're fun. Like, we never really watched them, and I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Again, if they come up to her, she feels awkward. I'll just go back and forth with them.
But I do like that one guy. He always takes a fun picture with me.
Oh, the cop.
Mm-hmm. No. Is he a cop?
Yeah, he's a cop.
Oh. He's funny.
So.
Cute.
And we said we would keep Tower of Terror the same.
Yeah. And we're not getting rid of Beauty and the Beast.
And we're getting rid of Lightning McQueen.
Yeah. I haven't done that experience, but I haven't heard great things about it.
It just seems weird in there. It
was what you said. They needed more for kids, so they hurried up, put that in there. I think if you're making a Pixar area, you could totally do something much better.
Yes, absolutely.
Especially
the problem with that ride, or it's not even a ride, it's a show, is you've got a little kid on just a bench and they're squirming around. They want to get up. They want to do something. They want to go to they don't want to sit on this tiny little bench and just watch this kind of lame show.
Yeah.
How long is the show? Because they have benches at the Lion King show, and it's so long, and everyone is ready to go 10 minutes into it.
I think it's 20 minutes.
Yeah, I would say about 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they definitely need to change
a ride there.
I will agree with Travis. The animatronic that's in there is really cool.
Oh, it is cool.
It is really cool, but you could do like a simulator where you're riding with Lightning McQueen, right? Or something.
Yeah.
And he's taking you on a tour of Cars Land or whatever you want to call it. You know, what's the Radiator Springs?
No more.
Well, if they did the simulator, wouldn't it be 3D and make people sick?
Right. So my wife wouldn't go on it.
I wouldn't. I'd do it once to do it, and then I'd be like, I'm done.
And I'm done.
Yeah. So that animatronic is cool, but there's just more you could do with it.
Yeah. I think it was more of a get your feet wet.
Yeah.
With additional Cars stuff in Hollywood Studios. I think there's more to come. I think it'll be interesting though to see what happens at the next D23, like following this whole coronavirus situation and obviously massive hit that every industry, but especially Disney and the theme park industry is going to suffer. I mean, even though the parks are reopening, like you're operating at 30% capacity, like you're not making money. You're not making that much money.
No.
So like I think D23 will be interesting if we get a whole lot of new projects.
So we're going down a different path here.
I'm wondering if they're going to push pause on some of the projects that's already going on, and then announce those as being pickups for the next D23, saying, "Hey,
as long as you don't pause Epcot, just get that done."
Well, they've got to do
No,
Epcot, and
you
then
are
they've got to open Marvel Land, because if you think about it, it was supposed to already be open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can't just 99% done be like, you know what, we're gonna cut off half of this area, and like.
Yeah, I think the Marvel Land is almost done.
Yeah, they're not going to push. That would cost them more money than.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
I think
you keep Fantasmic. We didn't talk about that.
Oh yeah, Fantasmic.
You got to keep that. I mean, they built the arena for it.
Yeah.
So definitely keep that.
Do they still have the Star Wars fireworks show at night?
Yes, and it's a good show.
I like it, and he's the huge Star Wars fan, and I like it more than he does.
I like
the Star Wars fireworks show is awesome. I mean, you feel like riveted, and I mean, when they do the flames, you feel the heat. It's awesome.
That's when I came out of dinner.
To
the animation history.
But I love that stuff because I mean, you give me Walt's voice, and like I'm sold.
Yeah, I like that area.
So, I think they should keep. All the nighttime shows at Hollywood.
I don't think you don't need anything.
Yeah, I agree.
Give us the new Epcot show, because the interim one was lame.
I saw that one from the Skyliner.
Unpopular opinion, I think, but I think it's lame.
Kelley drinks her tea, doing it.
I saw it once with Brett, and I looked at him and I was like, I'm done. We can go.
So I'm going to call out Travis because he just said retheme Rock and Roller Coaster to Monsters Inc. or Incredibles. I said that. That's why we had that same thought.
Yeah, we've been talking about it.
Reading each other's mind.
Redo it, Pixar. We like it. There is a really cool Monsters ride in California Adventure too, so it'd be nice to have that here as well.
Yeah, it used to be the limo ride, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
that awesomely awkward weird ride. Yes.
Now I've got to go. I've got people coming over any second. Thank you for having me, and it was nice meeting you guys and hanging out with you.
Well.
Have a good night, Taylor.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so your favorite ride and your least favorite ride in Hollywood Studios.
Ride or show? Or just ride?
Let's just do ride.
Okay.
Rides.
Okay. I'll go not first.
You want to go first? Okay, so the best ride in Disney, Rise of the Resistance.
I think we should discount it. I think you can't.
No.
Okay.
It's there.
He's like, I am not discounting it. No, thank you.
Rise of the Resistance is by far. I'm not going to give spoilers out because I know not everybody's done.
I've watched it. It looks amazing.
It's
so
literally something you've never seen before. It's the most I've ever felt I was in a movie.
It was really good.
Yeah. Then my least favorite ride. I'm gonna say Tower of Terror because I've never gone on it, and I won't go on it.
He won't go on it.
Mm.
You just broke her heart.
No. And the only reason I'm saying it is because like I know it's gonna make me sick.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
I don't want him to go on.
I think it looks awesome. I think the theming's awesome. From what she's told me, it sounds awesome. I just know it'll make me sick. So that's the only reason I give it that. That's it.
Okay.
I'm not counting Rise of the Resistance because I think that's too easy. So my favorite, I agree. I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying like that's literally everyone's favorite ride in Disney World. But my favorite is Slinky Dog. And my least favorite is Star Tours because I get sick.
We're going to be ride twinsies. I absolutely love Slinky Dog. It is so stinking fun. I mean, you look at it like as you're approaching it and you're like, okay, it's a kiddie coaster. This is going to be really awesome. But it's thrilling enough. It's thrilling enough that you don't feel like you're going to die, but so fun. I mean, I find myself just giggling through the whole thing because it's just so stinking fun. I love that ride. So it's a must do. And I have to admit, I'm sort of split. I haven't ridden Rise of the Resistance yet because we've been, blocked out. But I love Smuggler's Run. It's fun. It brings me back to, that Star Wars, you're in the Millennium Falcon. Are you flipping kidding me? Yeah. This is amazing. So those two I just love. I just don't like to be pilot. Ride I don't like has to be either Star Tours because I don't feel good after I get off of it. It's not that I don't like the theming or whatever. I just don't feel good afterwards. So unless I get heavily guilted into riding it, I just don't.
Same.
She looks at him like, yeah, you guilty.
Like twice to her.
Toy Story Mania makes me giggle the whole time.
Yeah, that's fun. Yes.
Mania.
I'm shocked that wasn't her favorite.
I know. I love that. I thought about it.
It depends on the day.
My favorite is Tower of Terror. And my least favorite is Star Tours because it makes me sick. Tower of Terror
We're even now.
Tower of Terror, my first time at Hollywood Studios ever was in 2017. But I grew up with family members that, like cousins and stuff, that would go every year, and they're always talking hype about Tower of Terror. So as soon as I went to Disney, my first day in the park, like in all of them, was Hollywood Studios, and I was like, we're riding this ride, and I loved it. It held up to all my expectations of it, which it's hard when you're being told as a kid how amazing a ride is because your thoughts are just swirling with craziness, and then as an adult you ride it and you're like, this met all my expectations. That just doesn't happen, and that one did for me. So it's been my favorite ever since I've ridden it. And I haven't ridden Rise of the Resistance or at the Runaway Railway. I can't even speak. But yeah,
it's a hard one to say though. I love that ride. I'm so glad that they're getting good rides in there because it just makes me want to go to that park.
Besides Flight of Passage, Hollywood Studios has some of the top rides on Disney World property right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like they really do. Which I mean, they're the newest, so they kind of should. But.
Yeah. Okay. We've been on here for almost 2 hours. We've got about 15 minutes till 2 hours. So if you guys have anything you want to say, promote, whatever you have coming up, if you have any trips planned that you want to announce, you don't have to announce anything you don't want to. Go for it.
I wish we had a trip announcement.
I mean, we have a trip planned.
Yeah.
But who knows? So we have a cruise that we were supposed to go on in May, but obviously that got canceled.
Yeah.
So we're going in November.
Yeah.
Good.
In November.
I'm crossing my fingers for you.
Good juju only.
It was my birthday cruise.
Yeah. It's still going to be his birthday cruise. It's going to be in November.
Didn't Bob and Ashley have to cancel their birthday cruise too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we were supposed to be in Disney the night before we went and have like a birthday dinner. And
yeah, we had like it all planned with Bob and Ashley and kind of obviously
that got canceled. So.
Yeah.
As Candy Mom just said, we really haven't been doing much on YouTube just because, as I was talking earlier, when this all happened, like I'm the one who mainly does our YouTube, and she does the blog. And it wasn't a happy time. Like, it was tough for me to figure it out. And I'm man enough to admit that I needed a break.
I think that's healthy. Instead of making yourself do something because you feel like you have to, I think when you feel like I need a break, it's healthy. That's smart. And then you can come back refreshed when you're excited again. So you guys are great. People love you. When you make vlogs, we'll watch them. So
I will say though, I do. I've been like, I have some ideas of like stuff I want to do because we don't know when we're going to be able to get back to the parks. We don't know if we're going to be able to like do an anniversary trip or anything like that, with everything going on. So, there's some stuff that like I want to do, like some like chit chat videos that, I might put out. They'll be Disney related, but just like some casual videos.
I mean, we had just like literally the week everything started happening with coronavirus, we had just came home from Disney World. And I have all those vlogs still to edit and put out, which I'm going to do. But like, we had just had an awesome trip. We had met up with Bob and Ashley a bunch and Travis, and like, we had so much fun. And then like, here comes the whirlwind, right, of everything happening.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like, and I had just gotten back on the like wagon. I was psyched again, as you were saying, Kelley. Like, I was refreshed, ready to go again after I took like December off. Was ready to do it. And then everything happened, and it was just kind of like, you know what? We need to make sure our life, which is fine, nothing's changed with us.
No.
Like, we're good, but you got to put everything together, right? And that's what happened. And so, sorry, we've been gone.
We're back now. The blog, the blog is there.
I was going to say, Crystal puts an amazing amount of effort into our blog.
It's my second full-time job.
Yeah, it is. I'm really proud of her because she does put in a lot of work, and she's actually broken a couple stories, which is pretty awesome. And, definitely check out fortheloveofthemouse.com. She puts out a blog every day, almost all your news, everything. And
that's awesome.
Not to knock anyone, but everything she puts out, it's fact checked. It's not just random sources that we say is random sources. We either heard it from someone we know and we will tell you, or we won't say anything at all.
Yeah. I do some rumor stuff, but I always say it's a rumor.
Yeah. We'll let you know if it's a rumor. Like,
we always fact check. Like last night, I put out a blog and I had written the whole blog, and then I was fact checking it and realized that I had a date wrong. And I accidentally forgot to change the headline, but like I changed the whole rest of the blog to like be accurate, but I forgot to change the headline. And so at like 11 o'clock at night, I'm like, oh no. So I'm like up and I'm fixing it, making it accurate, making sure that everything was correct. So no, I love the blog. We love the blog. And we're so excited about our Etsy shop.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it just launched today, so that was really fun. It was really exciting.
It's on Etsy is For Love of the Mouse.
Yeah.
So. Oh yeah, I meant to look that up and put a link.
So yeah, I mean, right now you can use the code 5 off the mouse, and you get $5 off your order. I promise you, they were handmade by her at our coffee table in our living room while I was probably watching a movie. Like, she's put a lot of effort into that too, because she loves crafting. She loves ears. So everybody kept telling her, we love your ears. We love your ears. So this is her getting out of her comfort zone by doing this.
Yeah. So, I would much rather just buy other people's ears. And I still plan on supporting all my shops that I love and work with. And I mean, there's some amazing ear makers out there that do things that I'll never even attempt to do in an ear. But I've been having fun doing it, and I think they've turned out, I like them. So.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that pair you're wearing. They're so they're sparkly but different. I mean,
they're very sparkly.
Ball.
I love it. I love it.
But thank you guys so much for having us on. This was so fun. It's like a good way to get back into it.
Yeah, it is. This definitely
make some vlogs. Yeah, every time you would post a blog, I would click on it and I'm like, okay, I get to watch it. And I was like, oh wait, I gotta read it. And they're totally different audiences, and we totally get that. So,
and she writes for a living, and
I write for a living, so that's why I love doing the blog. I get to write about stuff I actually want to write about.
That's awesome.
So
I love it.
I write a lot of emails for work. So even though my degree's in journalism, I don't ever write.
Like, we were talking today because I was like, you know, for work, I have to be, I have to write an AP and like, everything has to be brand appropriate and all this. And then I was like, and then I write the blog. It is a totally different style.
Yeah, blogging is totally different. Because when I get stuck in my journalism mode when I'm replying to emails for work, and then my boss will be on the email and he'll ping me and he'll be like, get out of your journalism mode. Be just direct and to the point. Quit fluffing it up.
Quit fluffing it up. That's funny.
I think we've gone over literally everything we possibly can.
Yeah. So. Thank you guys so much.
Kelley, what do you have coming up?
Well, next week I'm hosting Spilling the Disney Tea. Next Friday night we're going to have Disney Nerd Herders and Vibree projects. So, and we're going to talk collections. So it'll be really fun to see their collections. So that's next Friday at 8 p.m. Tomorrow I'm on Gonzo's channel, The Adventures of Gonzo. We are doing YouTubers United, and I'm not sure what the topic is, but it's always a good time. It's a little irreverent, a little fun, a little chaotic, and amazing. So definitely.
I never know what the topic is when I'm on their show.
I'm like, what's the topic? I think I'm better that way, but it's always so much stinking fun. And then tonight, Dole Whip Dad, Disney Pins Live at 11 o'clock tonight. So definitely, if you love Disney Pins, Dole Whip Dad has Disney Pins Live every Friday night with me on it, and that's always fun. On my own channel, I'm going through some videos that I have done. I'm gonna do some Florida videos. We've gone to the beaches and an alligator farm and a lighthouse, and so I think I'm gonna do some of my Florida stuff coming up. So it'll be fun. Other things you can do than go to Disney until you can go to Disney. So
there you go.
So for me, my daughter's birthday is Sunday, so I won't be posting a video that day. I will be posting on Instagram because I have something scheduled for her. I think she's still up, so I can't say it. But I just have like athletic wear unboxings and things like that coming up. I have a Jim Shores collection coming up. So
ooh, fun.
Heck yeah.
I have a collab in later June that I created called Cake by the Ocean.
That sounds right up my alley.
But it's people making, doing recipes for cakes and decorating cakes, summery themed. And I just named it Cake by the Ocean because I was actually listening to the song one day and I was like, this would be a cool collab name.
Well, if you ever want to go eat cake by the ocean.
Well, I don't have an ocean to go eat cake by, but that would be a good one.
We're just live streaming us eating cake.
Oh my God.
There's probably an audience for that.
I still have Disney trip vlogs coming up throughout between June through August. And then I have a trip in February for the Princess 5K for my sister. We're going the week after her birthday, but we're actually also celebrating her bachelorette party. So when I booked the reservations, they were like, is there a special occasion? I was like, 2 actually. But that's all I've got. So thank you guys for joining. We really appreciate it. Thank you everyone in chat for sticking around and hanging out with us.
Yes,
please go check their channel out. Their channel link is in the description of this video or of this live stream. So is Kelley's and everyone that is part of Spilling the Disney Tea, whether they were on the show tonight or not. Their links are also in the description. And I posted, apparently I can't speak, their Etsy shop in our chat. So I'll actually add that to the description as well. All right, guys, thanks so much. I'm going to end the chat. You guys have a good night. And you just want to stick around for 2 seconds after. Bye. And